son of a bitch.
Cause Pawn's drunk loves ya.
Back then they showed no love. Punch drunk, hungover. Wake up to the new me. Bye-bye to my old self. Wake up to the new me. Bye-bye to my old self. Wake up to the new me.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Fight week, fight week, fight week, fight month. Smash that like button on your way in, smash that like button, baby. Y'all low, baby.
Wake up to the new me. Bye-bye to my old self. Wake up to the new me.
DJ. You already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho, aka Café Bustelo, aka El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a great month in the sport of boxing. You already know August. August, we got fight week, event week. Shout out to the baddies. Shout out to the baddies. If y'all into the baddies, shout out to Zeus, Big Lex, Taseki, Ray J, Orlando Brown. You got Claressa Shields going to be fighting Sophia from the Golden Girls. Following the weekend, we got on August 21st, one of the most historic evening probably in the history of the sport of boxing. Amanda Serrano got the opportunity to break a record that I don't believe nobody is ever going to break it. Nobody is close to even tying it, breaking it. Nothing but Amanda Serrano, the 7th Division World Champion, featherweight undisputed, arguably the greatest woman fighter of all time. Amanda Serrano got the opportunity to break the record that she set tied with Christy Martin. She need 33 knockouts to have the most knockout in women boxing history. August 21st, California, TikTok Live. Shout out to MVP, Most Valuable Promotion. Shout out to Nate, Jake Paul, Nikisa, Jordan Maldonado, done an incredible job for women boxing. And shout out to the Modern Day Warriors, Modern Day Gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment this past weekend. Shout out to Tam. Shout out to Dina. Shout out to every lady out there, man, putting in that hard work. Smash that like. Feel a little bit, just a little bit under the weather, even though that it's hot out there. But yeah. Also, August 22nd, an anticipating matchup in the welterweight division. Teofimo Lopez, the former two-time lineal champion, going to be facing the WBA welterweight champion of the world, ROLLY Romero. ROLLY Romero, who haven't been in the ring in almost a year, but has one of the best wins of this generation by beating Ryan Garcia out there in Times Square last year on the main event. He was the underdog. He surprised a lot of people. So, you know, Teofimo Lopez fought early this year. He lost to Shakur Stevenson in a sold-out crowd, Madison Square Garden, this past January 31st. And he's trying to get back into the rhythm of things, get back to his old self, get back to being in the top of his game, getting back to that pound-for-pound list, especially if he performs very, very well. But I see something about this build-up, which is all cool. Look, it is all cool that the friends are fighting because we've been criticizing Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis as their friends, but they don't want to fight. They don't want to fight. And we like, yo, why you can't? Friends should fight in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Why you just can't do it like Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali? Muhammad Ali, when his license was revoked and he was going broke and he needed money, Joe Frazier lent them $30 million. I mean, not $33 million. They still fought. Larry Holmes, Muhammad Ali is best friends. They still fought. You feel me? Friends fight in the sport of boxing. You got ROLLY Romero versus Teofimo Lopez. Friends fight. But I could see certain folks, and I don't think that ROLLY Romero is attacking the alleged weakness of Teofimo Lopez. We're going to be talking about why ROLLY Romero is not giving himself the best chance in defeating Teofimo Lopez, because we all know that Teofimo Lopez is better than Rolly Romero, technically wise, got amateur pedigree, professional pedigree, got better experience in winning the big fights. You already know he beat Vasily Lomachenko, he beat Josh Taylor, two guys, and if it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing, we should be recognizing Teofimo Lopez as the first male two-division undisputed world champion. If it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing, if you follow the sport of boxing, the WBC franchise got in the way of the Vasily Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez, which made the undisputed disputed by those that just wanted to dispute. But as a boxing fans, we all know what it was. Josh Taylor was an undisputed 140-pound division, but he vacated his world title except for one. Prior to fighting Teofimo Lopez beat him. So if it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing, Teofimo Lopez will be the first recognized worldwide, should be the first the first to become a two-division undisputed world champion in 100+ year sports of the four-belt era. But he's a two-time lineal champion and did it at a young age, and he set the tone of this generation. He set the tone of this generation. And when I'm talking about this generation, Tio, Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Ryan, you know what I'm saying? He set the tone of this generation. He had a hiccup loss versus George Camboso, and then had this loss versus Shakur Stevenson. Had a, performance-wise, he's been in an up and down. A lot of people don't know which Teofimo Lopez is going to be showing up. Rolly Romero, the same thing. People don't know. People didn't have. Rolly Romero was not in the mix of that. He's going to be one of the greats of this generation or the pound for pound fighter. But he got a good win. He got a good win. His career has been up and down as well. Was good Flower, was good Davo, was good Perp. In the building, smash that like button and have you become a member of the Punch Drunk Boxing. Become a member of the Punch Drunk Boxing. If you haven't, follow your boy on Kick. We live on Kick as well. Subscribe, follow your boy on Kick. There's going to be some lives. I'm going to go on Kick. That is, I'm not going to go on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be certain lives, certain exclusives on Kick, and I want you to join me on Kick because there's certain things that YouTube won't allow that Kick will allow. There's gonna be the primary live and talking boxing, but when we're gonna hit some topics that, you know what I'm saying, the YouTube gonna restrict, we in Kick. Savage in the building, one of the members of Punch Drunk Boxing. What's good, Savage? What up, Punch? It's frustrating watching these inconsistency in Teofimo Lopez performance. Facts. Y'all already know I got Teofimo Lopez beating Rolly Romero. I got Teofimo Lopez beating Rolly Romero, folks. That's what I'm predicting. But, as a fan of Teofimo Lopez, I want to know that Teofimo Lopez is 100%. There's one thing I know about Teofimo Lopez, that physically, Teo is always 100%. Teofimo Lopez is a gym rat. You ain't never seen Teofimo Lopez with a gut. You never seen Teofimo Lopez without a 6-pack, 8-pack, always in the gym, always calisthenic, always running, always in motion. But this has always been the question of Teofimo Lopez. This has been the question of Teofimo Lopez. And Rolly Romero is not giving himself the best chance to defeat Teofimo Lopez. And a matter of fact, as a Teofimo Lopez guy and supporter of Teofimo Lopez, I want Rolly Romero to tap in to Teofimo Lopez mental, because I need to know that Teo is back, that Teo's ready to take over. And this leading up to this fight, I gotta be honest. Nah, this is too easy. No, it's too easy. You're making it too easy for my guy, Teo Rolly. Rolly, you're making it too easy, because if you're not gonna tap in Teofimo Lopez mental estate, he's gonna outschool you. He's gonna win every round. It'll be just like the fight with Arnold Barbosa. If you don't tap into this, you ain't beating Teofimo Lopez. And the only thing that I'm thinking about, who knows Teofimo Lopez more than Rolly Romero? Think about it, folks. Who knows Teo more than Rolly? I'm talking about as friends, not siblings, nothing like that. Not mother, not father. Who knows Teo in boxing more than Rolly Romero? It's almost like who knows Keyshawn Davis more than Shakur Stevenson? Who knows Shakur Stevenson more than Keyshawn Davis. But I think it's almost the other way around because the come up their story was that Shakur was there for Keyshawn. I'm good with the friends. See, in my opinion, I know some of y'all gonna disagree, but the reason why I believe, and we're gonna get to the other topic of today, seems like Claressa Shields, Foofi's team begging Floyd Mayweather to help them promote a event that is it seems like they're flopping right now in the box office. But before we get to that, let's get to this. Let's get to this because we're gonna be talking about a lot about Claressa Shields win records because this is her week that she's gonna be fighting, and then leading up to the next week is gonna be about Teofimo Lopez and Amanda Serrano because they're gonna be fighting August 21st and August 22nd. So, but we got to get this week underway because it's gonna be an incredible 2 weeks of boxing, especially on Punch Drunk Boxing, right? Because especially two of the fighters, male and female, that I've been supporting since day one. Amanda Serrano, the 7th Division World Champion for the way undisputed. You already know. La Reina de Boxeo is going to be fighting on the 21st, Tio on the 22nd. So trust me, we're going live probably every day. But Low Nose Boxing in the winning in the building. I win over Rolly does not put Tio on the pound for pound list. It's time for consistency. He must beat Rolly, then unify by beating either Debo or Ryan or Connor, the winner of Ryan and Connor. Then he's back on the pound for pound list. Okay, all right. Everybody got their own pound for pound list. I'm not here to argue no pound for pound list. Punch Drunk, I got my own pound for pound list. You got yours. You know what I'm saying? But Rolly Romero is coming off a good win. I can't put all these. Think about it. A win versus. If you look at the resume of Tio, you look at when he beat Loma in his prime, when he beat Josh Taylor in his prime, when he beat Rolly after beating Ryan Garcia in his prime. He beat Ortiz in his prime. He beat Sandor Martin in his prime. He beat Josh Taylor in his prime. All these prime, they ain't no vacant titles. That's another thing Low knows. Teofimo Lopez never won no vacant titles. Every time Teofimo Lopez won a belt, it's versus a champion. How many people you could say that? Shout out to Devin Haney. The Devin Haney first title was elevated. Shakur Stevenson, Gonzalez. Who else? A lot of these guys got vacant titles. Tio has never won no vacant titles. Never was elevated to a world champion. He beat Richard Comey. Oh, yeah. Besides that one, let's not forget about the second round KO Richard Comey, Lomachenko, Josh Taylor, Jermaine Ortiz, Sandor Martin. After Sandor Martin's retired, Mikey Garcia did at the time. Mikey Garcia was the best 140 of the era. Come on now. Can't put him through all these hoops. But anyway, Rolly Romero's not giving himself the best chance to defeat Teofimo Lopez because it's no way unless he gets a lucky knockout. And I know a lot of fighters doesn't like to say lucky knockout because they perfect their craft. But there's no way that Rolly Romero could beat a Teofimo Lopez physically. Prediction-wise, breaking down the styles and the matchups and you can't break down technically how Rolly is going to beat Tio. Nobody could break that down. But could he be broken down mentally? Around the sport of boxing, Teofimo Lopez's reputation, Teofimo Lopez's weakness around the sport of boxing, his contemporaries, trainers, and even his own dad, mental is his weakness. So why isn't Rolly, who is his good friend, is not going after this? Because when they wasn't friends for a little bit, Rolly Romero in that Danza interview said a lot of things. Said about the suicidal, said about this, said about the mental weakness about Teofimo Lopez. Fight Fury Films in the building. Colo 20 pesos a comprar comida china mañana. Tio now has a second opportunity to take over. Everything has lined up to prove himself who he says he is. I rock with Tio. I'm rocking with Tio, Fight Fury Films. I believe that Teofimo Lopez is going to rise again. But I only believe that Tio will rise again if he's mentally ready, if he's mentally strong. After the fight with Shakur Stevenson, I don't give a damn what anybody say. I was there prior to the fight. I understand. And after the fight, Teofimo Lopez lost that fight with Shakur Stevenson because of this, in my opinion. I know, yes, I don't want to take it away from Shakur. I don't want to take away his skills and talent. But let me tell you like this. I've been following Teofimo Lopez since the amateur. That was not Teofimo Lopez. I know. Look, again, I'm not trying to take it away. I'm not taking it away because I always said that when the smoke clears, it will be Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. I'm not going back on my word. But something was not right leading up to that fight. I know for sure. And those that know me know I'm close to that side. Wasn't right here. I'll say it publicly. I'll say it publicly. I think that the Jay Prince effect affected Tio. That's just me. That's just me. I could be wrong. He could say your punch. Nah, no. That's just me. I was around that energy. I was around that energy. I was around the hotel. I was around where everybody was at. I think that to be honest, folks, I think Jay Prince beat Tio, and it wasn't Shakur. You could put 2 and 2 together, folks. Y'all could put it together if y'all want. That's just punch drunk. I'm going publicly saying Jay Prince beat Teofimo Lopez, not Shakur Stevenson. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. In the end of the day, though, is it an excuse? No. Is it an excuse? No. Because in the end of the day, you got to be mentally strong. And if you're in the sport of boxing, you're already stepping inside the ring, signing away your life. So why, if you in a profession that you know that it could cost you your life in the ring, why care what anybody say outside of the ring? Punch Shane J. All I'm saying, folks, that's what I'm saying, Gomes. Take it how anybody want to take it. I believe here, Jay Prince beat Tio, not Shakur Stevenson. That's just me. I could be wrong. Somebody could tell you a punch. Nah, don't say that. Don't know. You don't know. Hey, that's just what some of y'all could be like, hey, yo, but punch. You didn't see how Tio Sr. was in the corner and stuff, why he was screaming that. Let me tell you like this. Because a father knows his son. And I said it even there. Ain't no, I said it after the fight. There, if Angelo Dundee, Emmanuel Stewart, Customato was in the corner of Teofimo Lopez, he was not going to make the adjustment. It was already set. It was already set. Allegedly, there was threats. Allegedly, there was threats, rumors. There was threats. All I'm saying, in my opinion, the aura of mob ties is who won that fight. Am I saying this? That's just that. That's y'all could say, yo, punch, you delusional. I'll take the heat, whatever. If y'all want, I'll take it. The aura of mob ties is who beat Teofimo Lopez January 31st. That's what I'm going to say. Sorry, Shakur. I'm not going to. That's who beat Tio, in my opinion. Now, is it right? Is it cool? No, because you still got to be mentally strong. And this is why, as much as I support Tio, as much that I support Tio, I want Rolly Romero to tap into his mental because we need that Teofimo Lopez that fought Vasily Lomachenko back. And if he's not gonna, no, Teo is too comfortable because Rolly is not going at Teo where nobody else could take it. Nobody could unravel Teo like Rolly. Nobody could bring out the secrets from Teo like Rolly. And if Rolly is not gonna tap into the mental of Teo, then guess what? He don't have a chance to win. But if Rolly taps into that mental and starts saying things that that people don't know that Rolly knows or knows how to get under the skin because he's the closest guy outside of family, then it's going to be a whole different type of ball game. See, I see the promo and they being nice to one another. That's my guy. They playing around. yeah, that's my friend. Yeah, I like Teo. I like Rolly. If you ain't going to tap into weaknesses, this is boxing, right? It's the art of war, right? Who can you? The guy that wins is how you neutralize somebody's weakness. How you neutralize somebody's best. Take their best weapon away and you will win the fight. Silver Star, the Spirit Show in the building. Smash that light. He said, low nose boxing until our guy learns how to cut the ring and builds mental strength. He does not beat slick black fighters, especially. Ain't nobody, low nose boxing, to be honest. I get what you say, but ain't nobody you could tell Roy Jones Jr. and almost every coach around the world. Nobody is slicker than Vasily Lomachenko. Nobody got better footwork than Vasily Lomachenko. Worldwide, even Floyd Mayweather marbles the footwork of Vasily Lomachenko. Ain't nobody slicker than Vasily Lomachenko. That's why they call him the Matrix. He ain't get that name for nothing. Worldwide. Roy Jones Jr. said technically wise, foot-wise, that Vasily Lomachenko is pound for pound number one. Roy Jones Jr. said that. Forget about the black slickness. Ain't nobody slicker. Hey, yo, Papachenko put his son in ballerina class. Literally. Ain't nobody slicker than Vasily Lomachenko. There's some slick fighters. Oh, yeah. Haney is slick. Shakur is slick. But Kambosos beat Teo. He was not slick. Shakur Stevenson beat Teo. He's slick. So two different type of styles beat Teo. Two completely different type of style beat Teo. But let's be real. Let's be honest. Teo leading up to the fight with George Kambosos, his life outside of the sport of boxing. Remember, he said it even on Punch Run Boxing. During fight week, his wife, shout out to his wife. And congratulations, gonna have a baby again. But around that time, they was having issues. Publicly, they was having issues. His son was born, and while he was in New York, she left. So his mind was in Bunguity. He needs to prepare for a fight, but his mind is in Bunguity. Like, yo, oh shit, but my wife, a breakup, divorce, what the hell is happening at the same time? His mind wasn't there, but George Kambosos took advantage of it. Shakur Stevenson's fight, his mind wasn't there, so it's two different type of style. So nobody could really say, this is the style that beats Teo. Because he lost to George Kambosos and he lost to Shakur Stevenson. Two different, completely type of styles, offensively and defensively. And the reason why I say, give me a second, smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Give me a second. Why Rolly not attacking Teo's alleged weakness to justify the alleged, hold on, give me a second. Let's see what others have said about it. Give me a second. Let's go to our friend that everybody in the world is running to. What is Teofimo Lopez's biggest weakness amongst his peers? If you mean his biggest perceived weakness among other fighters, not necessarily his actual boxing weakness, I'll rank it as mental, emotional consistency. That's what ChatGPT says about Teofimo Lopez's weakness. Let's move further. Let's see what they're talking about. The reputation in the boxing world. Number one, mental, emotional validity. This is probably the biggest one. His confidence can become overconfidence, and when things don't go according to plan, opponents believe they can get into his head. Has Rolly Romero tried to get into his head leading up to this promo? No, not even once. Not even once. He's doing Teofimo Lopez a favor not to get into his head, because that was perceived his number one weakness. You're not better than Teofimo Lopez physically. Number two, lack of adjustments. His performances against fighters who disrupt his preferred rhythm have raised questions about whether he can adapt once plan A isn't working. Shakur Stevenson's trainer specifically criticized Lopez for entering their fight without a sufficient backup strategy. Number three, inconsistency. This may actually be the biggest overall reputation problem. Lopez has produced elite performances, most famously against Lomachenko, but has also followed them with a performance that I think was in the way. Questioning which y'all know, we always talked about it. Of course, the Sandor Martin, the Jermaine Ortiz, the Steve Claggett. All right. Noticeable names that have talked about his mental. As we all know, his first law, George Kambosos, the strongest example after beating Lopez in 2021. Kambosos explicitly said he used mental games. Psychologically broke Teofimo Lopez down months before the fight. He said he noticed Teofimo Lopez was rattled by his trash talk and believed he saw fear in Teofimo Lopez's eyes. And maybe that when George Kambosos was doing all of that, everybody was laughing at George Kambosos. And if you follow the channel, I said that George Kambosos was going to be a tougher fight for Teo than Vasily Lomachenko. Everybody said I was crazy. Everybody said I was crazy. Everybody said that George Kambosos was going to knock out Teofimo Lopez in the third round. I said this fight, of course, I'm going for my guy Teo, but I said this fight was going to be more difficult than Vasily Lomachenko. People thought I was crazy. Number two, Shakur, before their 2026 fight, Stevenson publicly talked about Lopez's mental weakness and the psychological state coverage of their buildup, especially described Stevenson emphasizing Lopez's mental vulnerabilities. Let's not forget on the sit down on that the podcast with Ring, they ask Shakur Stevenson to say what is Teofimo Lopez's major weakness, and Shakur Stevenson said his mental. So Shakur Stevenson that beat him said that is his mental. George Kambosos said that it was mental. Guess who else said that it is mental? His own dad and trainer, 2020 Trainer of the Year, Teofimo Lopez Sr. Teofimo Lopez Sr. obviously not a peer opponent, but he's particularly significant because after the Shakur loss, he said the fight was more mental, arguing that his son's mental state was major reason he lost. Also, let's not forget that Teofimo Lopez Sr. in an interview after the fight, or days after the fight, stated that everybody knows that my son is weak-minded. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong, ladies and gentlemen? And this is the reason why I'm saying that Rolly Romero has no chance in being Teofimo Lopez, because he's not tapping to what is his weakness, his alleged weakness that his own dad says, that his opponents say, the people around Teofimo Lopez says that his issue is mental. Why isn't ROLLY tapping into the mental of Teofimo Lopez? Because if anybody else could rattle Teofimo Lopez, if Shakur could rattle him, if ROLLY is the guy that knows Teofimo Lopez the best, that could pinch the nerve, that could make his emotions spike up, that probably knows secrets that we don't know, that know his vulnerabilities that we don't know. But if he's going to be nice about it, then guess what? Teo is training good. He's mentally stable, physically great. He's going into this fight highly comfortable. Teo was going to this fight highly comfortable. And let me tell you like this. I always stated this. A happy Teo is the best Teo. If you're not going to rattle Teofimo Lopez, if you're not going to spike emotions, if you're not going to try and get to his head or nothing like that, you have no chance in beating Teo. No chance whatsoever. Why ever say Lomachenko couldn't get to Teo? Language barrier. Even Lomachenko said, I just want to shut his father up. That's not gonna rattle no Teo. That's not going to. Josh Taylor couldn't fuck up with Teo in the emotion side. Decisions also outside of the sport is made because of the weakness. Why he pulled out of the Devin Haney fight. Yes, there was a contract there that he felt wasn't obeyed, right? He signed a contract before the Arnold Barbosa fight and was not going to get the fight that he was supposedly going to receive in the second fight. But also, let's not forget the issue that he had with Turkey Al-Sheikh and what he said and the mindset of what could possibly happen if you go to Saudi Arabia with the things that you said or tweeted about Turkey. That played its mind as well, folks. That's also the conspiracy theory of what could happen to you out there. So not only could be mentally stable leading up to a fight, negotiating a fight, but also within the fight or a promo leading up to the fight could get Teo unstable. Is Rolly Romero doing his due diligence? Well, he already did his due diligence. He knows Teo, but he's not tapping into the mental. Fight Fury Film says leverage is everything. Why isn't Rolly Romero leveraging it? Maybe because, hey, the best thing that we're doing is that we're fighting. That's it. I want you to make money. We're going to make money, and that's enough. That's enough. Rolly Romero is one of the best trash talkers in the sport of boxing. Not only that he knows Teo, but Rolly Romero is one of the best top 5 trash talkers in the sport of boxing. Teo even said that he's a better trash talker than him. Or the most hated. So why Rolly is not playing his card? Why Rolly is not going at it? Because he's not going, like I said again, since the beginning of the live, he's not going to physically beat Teo. Is no way unless it's a lucky knockout. And as much, I'm going to tell you like this, folks, as much as Rolly may not be better technically than Devin Haney, I don't even think that he's better technically than Ryan Garcia still. He's not technically better than Shakur Stevenson, Gary Antoine. Rolly Romero is not better technically wise than all these guys. But I don't think nobody could bring out the best in Teo than Rolly Romero. Because it's here. Shakur has an entourage. It's not Shakur that got into Teo's head. It's who's around Teo. I mean, who's around Shakur. But Rolly Romero has all the information and all the ingredients to get in the head of Teofimo Lopez, and he has not tried, not once. Wrong, Mr. Moonshine. Rolly is playing possum. He knows Teo very well. Yes, he is playing possum. Maybe Rolly is waiting for the last minute. Maybe Rolly is waiting for the fight week. I tell you this, folks. Listen to Punch. I got Shakur. I got Teofimo Lopez beating Rolly easily. After 4 rounds, he already got He already got Rolly. But leading up to the fight, if Rolly Romero makes things personal, hold on to your prediction. I'm telling you this. Hold on to your prediction. I, as a Teofimo Lopez supporter and fan, want to know where Teofimo Lopez meant to act. The lead up to this fight is going to tell me a lot of things, and within the fight is going to tell me a lot of things. But if Rolly, put it this way, if Rolly Romero does not tap into the mental of Teofimo Lopez, I'm still going to have question if he's mentally strong enough that if he could handle the entourage and the mouth of a Bill Haney, of a Devin Haney, of start talking about I make more money than you and all this stuff. And because does he have the mental strength to handle the entourage if he gets into a fight with a Gervonta Tank Davis? I'm talking about that street lingo. I'm talking about mother F, I'm gonna F you up, I'll F your bitch, and all this stuff that the Shakur Stevenson entourage do. Argue with, call your family out of name, call your sister out of name. All that is not gonna happen with Rolly Romero. If y'all understand what I'm trying to say. He said, Low Nose Boxing says, you're saying Teo should only fight guys that talk that crap to get. No, I'm not saying that that's the only one that he should fight. Is that I want to know Rolly Romero is the one that could say, see, they could trash talk, but Rolly Romero could trash talk, and his trash talk could be very true because he knows Teo more than these guys. You understand what I'm trying to say? The most dangerous person is the one close to you. The most dangerous person is the one that know you more. The person that could take fully advantage of you is those that know exactly your weaknesses and strengths, what you can and cannot handle. The most dangerous person to you right now is your woman. If you have a woman at home, is your wife. That's the most dangerous person. The most loving, but the most dangerous as well. Vice versa. I ain't talking about just the little girl that you have for 2 years, 3 years. I'm talking about that you put time in. Well, a lot of shit comes out the closet. Huh? Nobody could expose you more than those that's closer to you. Nobody. You could be out there in the street smelling all good with cologne and you took a shower, but back home, the story could say you the nastiest shit, the nastiest motherfucker. He don't even clean his ass. You know what I'm saying? The most dangerous person, or not just saying dangerous, but the person that could expose you the most is those who's closest to you. And what I'm saying is, if Rolly Romero brings all that out of Teo, and Teo is like Zen, like a Buddha. What you call them? Some dudes in China. If anything that Rolly Romero throws at him mentally, try to expose him and still perform at the highest level, nobody beats Teo again. That's what I'm saying, Lowe's. That's what I'm saying. you remember in wrestling? You remember in wrestling when Ric Flair fought Shawn Michaels? I know some of y'all don't like the WWE, but and it's all scripted. But you remember when Ric Flair told Shawn Michaels, I need you. You're my friend. I need you to bring everything out of me. I need that. I need that to keep living. You remember that? You remember that promo? You're my friend. I need you to bring the best out of me. It's the only way I could keep on living. Basically what he's saying. Rolly Romero, I need you to bring everything out of Tio. Because if you could bring the mental, if you could attack him mentally and he overcomes that, nobody is beating Tio. Mark my words. I ain't gonna say that he ain't gonna be challenged, but around his division, Ryan ain't gonna beat him. Connor's not gonna beat him. Dev is not gonna beat him. Shakur ain't gonna beat him in the 147-pound division. I need the best Tio mentally. I need the Hawk, that dude that was looking at Vasily Lomachenko, the confidence, the eye of the tiger, the focus. We need that Tio again. But if Rolly is not tapping into the mental, let's read what other people have stated. Let's read what other people have stated. This is just the facts, right? Hold on, give me a second. Let me see. Mental warfare claims, my son is mentally easy to mess with. And how are you going to fight when everybody wants you to lose? It can't get any closer than this, folks. It could not get any closer than this. Read it. Yo, Low Nose Boxing, read your screen. My son is mentally easy to mess with. And how are you going to fight a fight when everybody wants you to lose? It just looked like all his powers was not there. His power was not there. I was in shock. But it's not about the power. It was about the mental. The power wasn't there because the mental wasn't there. The skills wasn't there because the mental wasn't there. The hunger wasn't there because the mental wasn't there. Because we all know by now, we know who Teofimo Lopez is, and we all know when he's in his game. We all know Tio when he's in his game. That's like Bernard Hopkins. He said, man, when Teofimo Lopez is in this game, ain't nobody that could beat him but Tio. That's what Bernard Hopkins said. Bernard Hopkins said, I don't see nobody beating Tio but himself. He called that shit early. Bernard Hopkins said that shit early. He said, I do not see nobody ever beating Tio unless he beats himself. I need Rolly to stop playing possum. I need Rolly to stop being a friend for the moment. I need you to go after his mental, because I need to know as a supporter and as a friend that the takeover is here and it's here to stay and he's back. I know Tio is good physically. He's always going to be good physically. The question is he going to be good mentally? 100% mental Tio attached to his 100% to his physical. Nobody beats the takeover. I'll put that on any. I don't give a damn. Nobody beats him at 147, at 140, or motherfuckers coming out for 135. 100% Tio mentally, and when he's physically, nobody beats that. I don't think so. I don't think so. This is Shakur Stevenson. I've seen a lot of weakness in Teofimo Lopez's game, said Stevenson. A lot of weakness are mental. This is before he fought him, folks. I'm going to expose him. I want to show the world that I am the best. He doesn't realize how good I am. Come fight night, he's going to realize that I am going to take it to another level that he has never seen before. Tio is a high-level fighter, but he's not on my level. I am an elite-level fighter. But Shakur Stevenson says, I've seen a lot of weaknesses in Teofimo Lopez's game. A lot of weakness are mental. Nobody, a lot of fighters ain't saying that, oh, yo, Teofimo Lopez is going to beat me physically. No. Everybody, most of his peers think if I could get into Teofimo Lopez's head, I could beat him no matter what skills he has. Teddy Atlas. A lot of people respect Teddy, right? Teddy Atlas has repeatedly pointed to Teofimo Lopez's mental consistency fluctuations as the key issues. Atlas' consistent view is that Lopez's biggest variable and frequent weakness is mental inconsistency rather than pure skill and athleticism. Ladies and gentlemen, the proof is in the pudding. Trainers, father, contemporaries, peers, that Teofimo Lopez's weakness is mental. How and why Rolly Romero is not tapping into that? Is Rolly Romero not tapping into the mental of Teo? Is because he knows Teo very well and he knows that where it could take Teo? Does Rolly don't want to say nothing about Teo because maybe if Rolly says something about Teo, Teo could say something about Rolly. This is like 101. If I'm gonna fight you, right? You go into training camp and you're gonna study how I'm gonna neutralize, what I gotta stay away from. Some people understand, look, I'm not better in this. I'm not, I can't outbox him, so I gotta be a little bit dirty and stuff like that, right? But what they always say is a mental game as well. Fight Fury Films. We know he wanted to beat Lomachenko. We know he wanted to beat Josh Taylor. Who does he want to beat now? Does he really want to beat Rolly? Does he really want to beat did he really wanted to fight Shakur? He said, how many times he said publicly, even with Mason Cameron, I don't want to fight Shakur. And who he always referenced to? Every time he referenced he didn't want to fight Shakur Stevenson, he referenced Jay Prince. In the final press conference of Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, was Teofimo Lopez talking back to Shakur, or was it Jay Prince, a guy that we really never heard talk like that in boxing? Jay Prince never, that was the first time that I think a lot of people heard Jay Prince trash talk like that. And what did Teofimo Lopez say? Oh, you know where I live. You know where my kid live. You know where my wife live. What's that talk? Why are you mentioning that? A person is only mentioning that you know where my wife live, you know where my kid live, because there's a threat there. Come on now. I'm from the street, bro. Nobody could tell me nothing. Nobody could tell me, hey, yo, Punch, you're not making any sense. I'm from the fucking street. If me and you talking and be like, hey, yo, man, we trash talking the shit. Hey, yo, man, nah, man, you know where my son live and you know where my wife live. What that has to do with anything? What that has to do with boxing? What was the conversation that we probably had before? Why do I have to say, why do I have to insinuate, like, you know where my kid lives and you know where my wife lives? Why do I have to insinuate that? Why are you insinuating that with me? You're threatened by me. if I say that to you, I'm threatened by you. It's common sense. It's common sense. And mentally, I'm gonna say it like this: physically, right now, how this promo is going, physically, it could be a tough fight. But right now, mentally, man, this is light work. Man, T.O.'s in peace right now. Damn, T.O.'s in peace right now mentally. All he got to focus on is the physical side of things. And he already got that intact. What's good? What's good? D Wiz in the building. D Wiz, what's good, bro? Hey, I got T.O. beating Rolly Romero. But I want to see Rolly Romero really give himself a chance if he wants to win. Tap into that mental. Rolly, you. It seems like Rolly, he's in it he's going to fight. But he's trying to keep his friendship at the same time. Don't worry, Rolly. And don't worry, T.O. You're going to beat each other up. You guys beating each other up is just going to enhance. You're going to turn into officially brothers after the fight. Officially brothers after the fight. In boxing, I heard my whole life that there is some connections with that person that you fight. Let me tell you like this. One of my best friends are friends that I actually fought. And we fought and we became friends after that. It's like it like our friendship goes to a whole nother level. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I don't know why when you fight with a friend young, when you're young, and you know you both didn't back down to it. It's like I think you trust that person more because you know his mindset. You know where you could where y'all could take it. But there's a respect bond. I'm not talking about a fight that then leads to or even worse things. I'm talking about those type of fights that y'all fought. Y'all know y'all fought. Y'all threw down. Y'all finished it right there. Y'all shake hands. So the next thing I see each other is that's it. In boxing, I heard most of my life that fighters that fight each other, you have a connection forever. There's a connection there that's always going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people do reference like the Rocky movie. It's just a movie, but it happens like that. I seen it. It happens like that. Like Rocky Balboa and Apollo. They fought. They was little enemies, and then they became the best friends in the world. I think a lot of people like the movie Rocky because it's life in a nutshell. And I always say that boxing translates to life itself. It's the man thing. Fight and the best friends. Yes. Rolly is not talking trash because he's generally a changed mandate to his faith. However, Rolly would talk trash to Dev Debo. Exactly. So he ain't changed. He ain't changed. Right, Lowe's? He'll talk his crap about Devin. He'll talk crap about somebody else. He even say, oh, Manny Pacquiao ducked me or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like, yo, just because a person become a born again Christian or you know what I'm saying, if they want to identify with that, the trash talk just doesn't go away when you're competing. I don't know what's that from. Like what you give yourself to and then you become I'm Jesus Christ as a Christ. Like you no. You still have your personality. That's how God made you. God made you have a person. There's Christian comedians. facts and respect is not automatically given. Sometimes you have to get your respect. Yes. Facts, fight for your feelings. But I got T.O. beating ROLLY. I just want to see ROLLY. I don't think that ROLLY's giving himself the best chance. That's just my opinion. I don't think ROLLY is giving himself the best chance to win. You know? I even know who Devin Haney going to be fighting next as well. Devin Haney, y'all already know he had a list. He scratched them all up. Shout out to Bill Haney. Bill Haney had a list. He already scratched the Shakur Stevenson, Brian Oman Jr. He lost, the Mario Barrios, and was it Keyshawn Davis. So still on the list is T.O., is Tank, is Jerome Bruce Ennis, ROLLY Romero, Conor Benn, and Ryan Garcia. I don't know why he wouldn't scratch the ROLLY since they said that the negotiation wasn't going through. Or maybe he spoke to Al and, you know, the same situation with Tank, or probably the same situation with ROLLY. But it's weird that he haven't scratched that name out. Well, maybe because he does have a belt, so he's gonna keep the ROLLY Romero fight alive. But Teofimo Lopez is number one. Teofimo Lopez in a recent interview stated that he wants to leave the Devin Haney fight for the undisputed. But the way that goes, man, we don't know if he leads to undisputed. We've seen Devin Haney lose to a Ryan Garcia. We don't know who's going to win in Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia. I got Ryan Garcia beating Conor Benn, but if ROLLY could beat a Ryan, the same thing, in my opinion, almost the same thing, the same analysis or analogy that I have for T.O. is the same thing with Ryan. I think Ryan issue is more mental. You know what I'm saying? I think that T.O. is technically better than Ryan though, but I think that it's something going around in the sport of boxing with the mental thing. Like a lot of these guys and gals like a Claressa Shields, their mental state, like this sport is like for the warriors, man. You gotta be mentally strong to endure the type of pain, to have the discipline to be a boxer is the toughest sport. But how with the toughest sport and the cojones is all there, but the mental is all weak? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear Keyshawn Davis, mental illness, Ryan Garcia, mental illness. And then you hear even ROLLY Romero. What did ROLLY Romero say? ROLLY Romero said that he was going around and he was just crying. He didn't understand what it is. He just there just crying. For me, that's mental, because I love folks. There got to be something. Something makes you cry. You just don't walk around and just, yo, what happened? I don't know. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I'm sorry for this. Did you hear how he explained? I ain't trying to make no little jokey joke with ROLLY, but I don't know. You got to give me some more explanation than that, bro. No. You got to give me so that's like fully blown mental ill, because he said he was just going around and just started to cry, and he didn't understand why. And he would cry every day. He just didn't know why. That's some weird shit. Can you imagine if you're walking around with somebody and your boy just be like, so yeah, yo, I can't wait till the Knicks start playing. Hey, yo, my man, what's good? I don't know. The fuck you mean you don't know? What happened? Something happened to your kids? Your girl left you? What happened? She gave you STD? What the hell is happening? And stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know why I'm crying. I just don't know. So yeah, what I was talking about, that the Knicks, I believe that Jalen Brunson is going to do his thing, man. I'm so mad that Robinson went to the Celtics. Yeah, can you imagine if you with your people like that? Yo, Nah, that's weird, bro. I don't give a damn. That's weird. And what he said, he prayed to Jesus. He said that God spoke to him. And that's it. He's cured. Yeah. Okay. Hey, can we deny that? Huh? Hey, yo, Tio, I need you to verify. I need you to go at Rolly Romero with that. I want to know the truth. Tio knows the truth. Hey, yo, Tio knows the truth. Expose Rolly. I want to know the truth. The fuck he's crying like that? Motherfucker talking about. Yeah, man, yo, for this year, man, I want the New York Giants to do their thing, man, for real, man. F the yo, fuck is up with you? I don't know. Is it the Giants? Oh no. So yeah. So then, yeah, man. I wish we could be better than the Jets. I don't know. I don't like sharing the same stadium, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like sharing the same. Yo, I don't know, but that for me, that's some weird shit. That's some weird shit. That's some weird shit. Like, I know that Shanae Shields, she a weirdo, but for me, that Rolly Romero shit was weird as well. Huh? Yeah, it was weird as well. But hey, he said that. That's it. God saved them. You know what I don't like though? This is what I don't like. I be like sometime on social media and shit like that, and I scroll. You know when you watch like one thing and you like something, or you see something too long, they recommend you the same type of videos. You know what I really and this goes outside of the sport of boxing, but I always say that boxing translates to life itself. Why do people that had all the money in the world, ran through all the money, then say, you know, money is not everything. You know, material things. Oh yeah, because that's it. That's it. You bought everything in the world, and now money is not everything. And you want to tell the have-nots that money is not everything. Huh? I don't know, but I don't like when people say that shit. You know, happiness is everything. You know, money is not everything. Money's not material. Oh, yeah. You just saying that because you already ran through all that money already and stuff like that. You had your fun. You went to Tokyo, Antarctica, Africa. You went to all over the place. I'm still stuck over here in New York. Oh no, that material stuff ain't everything. All right, let me get your money then. Let me experience everything that you have done. I don't like when people say that. When they done it all, bro, and that's it. Then they start with this trying to be humble and genuine. You know, money's not everything, and materials, things and everything. Why would you buy 10 cars? Yeah, because you drove all the cars in the world. Now you don't care about cars. Now you just want a driver. No, I want the cars too, damn it. Y'all be watching people like that. I hear Rolly Romero saying, you know, money is not true happiness and stuff like that. Like money, yeah, my brother, yeah, you got money, you're a millionaire. Why the millionaires always talk like that? Why the millionaires always say that money is not everything and money is not that, money is not important? I wish that, you know, I could just live in peace and silence. Money is peace, damn it. Huh? Shit. I don't give a damn what anybody say. Money is peace, all right? Money is peace. Now, fame is not peace. Being a celebrity is not peace, where everywhere you go, you can't eat with your children without somebody running up to you and stuff like that. Being a celebrity, but I hate when people saying money does not bring peace. Oh, yes, it does. It brings peace. Yes, it did. Yes, it is. It brings peace. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're backed up on bills and you finally pay the bills that you've been backed up for the last 6 months because you're playing catch up, you know, nowadays we got the type of bills. We got the type of bills that if you late one or twice, man, you catching them for the half the year. Huh? That's the type of bills now there is in the world. Ain't no little bills that you get $100 or $80. No. You got mortgage $2,000 plus. You got insurance for both cars and stuff like that. You got things. You got school. You got kids. You got gas. You got no. When something breaks down, oh shit, the car could break down. Shit. Motherfuckers always want to talk about that it don't bring no peace. Yes, it does bring peace. It brings peace. It's sad that when you pay the bills and that's when you can relax. That's one thing. I don't want to live a life like that. That's what I'm tired of, to be honest. Because you work to pay a bill and then you're like, woof. Yeah, but you only relaxing because you just paid a bill. I started thinking about that the other day. Like I exhaled because I paid a bill, and I'm like, wow, man, all right, man. What I'm gonna do today? Let me go to the lounge, to a bar. No, that shouldn't be life. Life shouldn't be that I feel good because I paid this bill. Woo, man. I had to catch up on that mortgage, man. Had to catch up on that car note. Had to catch up on this. Woo! Life shouldn't be like that. I'm tired of that lifestyle, man. Yeah, man. I'm tired of that lifestyle. You know. And then when you get enough, what we mostly do when you get enough, or you get something, you get a lump sum, or you know what I'm saying, out of hard work, help, whatever, and then you try to help others at the same time you're trying to help yourself. I think that's something within our culture that we when we have it, we want it like we want other people to have it. We want to help everybody out. I just finished trying to help myself out, but in the midst of I didn't finish, I barely am finished, but I want to help you out too because I got something, then you got something. Yes, hey, que te voy a poder prestar esto? Can you lend me this? Oh, of course, I got you. Yeah, I got that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Whenever you got time, you pay. Man, it was an eye opener when my grandmother died, man. That was an eye opener. That was an eye opener. But anyway, bro, Devin humbles me, and I wish that you go broke helping others because you have a kind heart. Yo. And why do I feel bad? Huh? Mojo, why do I feel bad? MAW in the building. Long time no see. MAW with the $20. Me dice. Salute, punch, chat. Here's a little bit of peace. Hope it's all well, brother. Subscribe, share, smash that like button, folks. Hey, see, that's a little that's little peace right there. You'd be like, ooh. All right, man. All right, when Google gives me a little sunshine, you know what I'm saying? Good looking out for the people. You know what I'm saying? It is. It is. Hold on. Pera, little tongue chain right there, little thing, a little direct right there. But yeah, man. It is. It's off. It does, but it does feel like I'm doing something positive. It feels good that that the content has its value. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for that. Yo, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Bro, MAW, everybody. I be praying like, yo, man. You know what I pray? I'll be honest with y'all, bro. Because I'm an open book. And I always have God out my sleeve, and I always share things. I be like praying like, yo, God, man, thank you for you giving me a sense of humor. Cause I be thinking like, yo, if I didn't have this sense of humor, this what you call it, a comedic sense of humor, because everybody around me like, yo, man, you never take nothing serious, yo. You always joking, yo. You always joking. You always hyped, yo. What's up with all that energy, bro? You telling me you don't do coke? I've been like this my whole life, but I think my sense of humor has kept me from really crashing. I'll be honest, folks. I think that my sense of humor and laughter and really has helped me. I think has helped me eternally more than anything in my life. Outside of me loving my kid, loving my family and stuff like that, and birth of, especially at a time when my oldest son was born, like around that time, man, I was on demon time. Man, I even tell my son, I'd be like, man, if you wasn't born, bro, man, I was heading to a road that, but also mentally, like personality, that's why sometimes when I think about Dean the Great and Adrian Broner, right, and you could tell, like, it's something that I see in Adrian Broner that I seen in myself, and I ain't talking about drinking. I'm thinking, I'm referencing his personality. If you take Adrian Broner's personality, you take it away, he'll still be in his mama's basement. Because it's his personality, the reason why a Dean the Great will want to stream with him. It's his comedic personality and the way that he goes, but it's his personality the reason why people would like to be around him. Is a reason why he's in the position where he's at right now because of his personality. If he was a guy that just took everything serious and had a serious personality and was going through his downfall, there's no way he'll be in this position again. His personality has a value. And that's why I pray and I thank God, like, thank you, God, for giving me this personality, because even I'm talking boxing, I won't know how to talk boxing without the way that I am, the way that I see, like, certain channels, and shout out to those people, they boxing content creators are content creators. But to be honest, for the most part, the reason why I even started really talking boxing, like in YouTube, is because the personality that I was watching were suck. I'll be honest. I'm not trying to diss nobody, but they were boring to me. Like, come on, this is boxing. Where's the fucking energy? Like, where's the energy? You know what I'm saying? It's the fight game, yo. I don't know. And even when if I'm listening to a preacher, I don't listen to them low tone preacher that just talk like this, where Jesus loves you and Jesus loves everyone. No, and let's go to Judges. We let's go to our Bible. We going to go to hold on. We going to go to Isaiah chapter 30 verse 27. Behold, the name of the Lord comes from far, burning with his anger and in thick rising smoke. His lips are full of no. I need a preacher. Chapter 30, verse 29. You shall have a song in the night with the holy feast is kept and the gladness of heart. Woo! You know what I'm saying? Come on, make me feel the damn. Let me feel the word. I'm not mellow tone, man. I'm not mellow tone. Sometimes you can be mellow tone, right? Like, there's some, so there's any ladies in the building. Do you like, sometimes the ladies are like that love, like, yeah, baby, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I've been thinking about you all day, man. You got me so hard to dance. You got me, man. Damn, I've been waiting for you all night. I couldn't wait for the weekend and stuff like that. Yeah. Or there's some other times that you want, like, I couldn't wait to get you up in here. And you're like, oh yeah. Sorry, that was a Christian show. I'm sorry, folks. Sometimes you want that sweet, but sometimes you bump set a bump, bump set a bumper. You like the girls with the bump set a bump. Sometimes it put some slow jam. Din. That's when you know you old school, when you put some slow jam on, because nobody listens to slow jam. This generation don't listen to slow jam. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how they this generation. I'm talking about the teens, the 20s, the 23s, the 22s. They don't listen to slow jam. The slow jam is what set everything up. You remember back in the day, slow jam? Even the high school parties, you had a little slow jam. It started over the slow jam, little reggae slow jam. You had the Boyz II Men playing the I'm making love to you like you want me to, and I hold you. Yo, like there's no slow jam no more. That's whack. No, boy, no wonder back in the days we was horny. We had Jodeci. Yo, we had everything playing. Like these people, though, they just do perico ripiao now. They don't even have like slow reggae. They don't have the they only now they got that pira. Now it's just dembow. Yeah, it's just dembow. Can't make love to that. You can't make love to that. You ain't setting the tone with that. Remember back in the days, your homies is holding you. He's like, hey. Aguanta la boca tuya antes que te valde gallete como tú, malebuta. Un tigre de la casa que tú matas, lo más que matan una cucaracha. A mí me quillan lo que hablan, lo que no puede ser como una. Back in the day, they used to be pedo songs. Yeah, they used to be pedo songs. Yeah, and people used to dance by it. I'm in love with a man nearly twice my age. You can't sing that shit nowadays. You can't sing that shit. Damn, man. Damn, little girl, you want to think that old man? You might be young, but you're ready to learn. That's a pedo song, shit. Back in the day, that was the shit. Can you imagine right now some young dude singing that shit to a girl? You might be young, but you're ready to learn. You not a little girl, you a woman. Right? See how people think nowadays. I right now listening to them words is some old dude talking to some chick and that's 14, 15 years old and telling her, "Don't worry, baby, you mature. You're not a little girl. You a woman." I'm being honest. There used to be songs back there, pedo tendencies. But going to let's turn to this subject right quick. As y'all know, I've been calling this Foofy reprobate mind. Yeah, she got a reprobate mind. Ain't nobody gonna change her. And like I said before, there's a section of the Bible, you already know, Deuteronomy verse 28, that God will give you up to a reprobate mind. We're living in the world of information, folks. We're living in the world of information. And with all the information that this woman has received from every corner of the world, from every social media platform, for every comment section, 90%, or at least let's say 80%, is giving her gems. She reads them all. She don't tune nobody out, not even her haters. Who she calls her haters, she don't tune it out. How can you not, at this point, say to yourself, man, it's true. Let me step back and look at this thing. Who am I? I'm Claressa Shields. I am one of the most accomplished athletes in the world. I'm in position, I'm hitting the algorithm. I'm in the position to inspire, motivate others. My character, if I switch up, could lead me to longevity, right? Great business, good endorsements. Shanae Shields is holding herself back. Shanae Shields is holding herself back. It's going against everything what's good for married dick. Like, why though? Like, she does remind me of the first woman in the world. She does have it, and maybe that's the genes. I don't know, ladies. Maybe that's what it is. God gave Eve everything. I say this a lot of times, and I'll say it again because we don't know who's new to the channel. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I got to repeat myself. And for those that have heard me say these analogies and stuff like that, I apologize, but I got to repeat because we don't know who's new. Damn it, smash the like button, subscribe to the damn channel. Eve wasn't satisfied with a butt-naked man like Adam. Paradise had all the fruits, vegetables, a dude that is in the image of God. Paradise. He ain't give no Adam and Eve Orchard Beach in the Bronx. You're thinking about God's paradise. You're thinking about the best that you could, God paradise. The image of God, God Almighty. So God, you know, if God in the physical form will put himself as, come on. And she still ate from the forbidden tree. Just like Shanae Shields is sucking the forbidden dick. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. So sometimes I got to be direct, especially in this new day and age. You know what I'm saying? I gotta talk the way that Shanae Shields could understand, right? Just like Eve was eating from the forbidden tree, she's eating from the forbidden dick. You could have so many pee-pee around the world, Shanae Shields. You could have black pee-pee, white pee-pee, whatever pee-pee, circumcised, uncircumcised pee-pee. You can have African pee-pee, you can have Dominican pee-pee, you can have white pee-pee, you can have every pee-pee, Canadian pee-pee, Antarctica pee-pee. You can have alien pee-pee if you want. You can have every damn pee-pee you want. Every damn pee-pee. I'm not saying that you got the looks, but there is always somebody for somebody. You know what I'm saying? You can have different type of pee-pees. But why do you want the forbidden one? Why do you want pee-pee ajeno? Why you want the plátanos that doesn't belong to you? Huh? Why you want the tostones that doesn't belong to you, woman? Come on. And don't tell me because, oh, he offered you the $3 million bonus. If you believe in your skills and talent and you believe that this is who you're going to be, who you was going to become, and you already had a biopic coming out, so all the good things was going to come to you. If they already was having a biopic, right? Then endorsements, sponsors was going to be next. But right before your movie was coming out, it was supposed to be a movie to inspire who? If Claressa Shields' movie was to inspire anybody, you know what I'm saying? Who's the target? Who's the target audience? Come on now in the chat, help me out. If that movie was to inspire anybody, who's the target audience? Is it grown folks? Is it grown woman, grown men, elderly women, elderly men, young boys, young girls? Who's the target audience? Because when you think about that girl, I remember when the movie was coming out. I got a little girl. First thing I'm thinking about, well, she's too young to watch that movie anyway. She wouldn't get it, right? But you think about that she's going to inspire young women. But we also live in a nosy world because this is a biopic. It's about your life. It's just not about you boxing. It's about your life. So when people see a biopic, they're also going to see how are you living now, because you're still living. It's not a biopic of what that Claressa Shields is dead. I think the biopic was actually premature. But now people are going to see your life. Okay, there's a movie coming out. Oh, Claressa Shields biopic. What is she doing now? Oh, she's with Remy Ma's husband. How you going to inspire anybody? You're not inspiring any women. You're not inspiring righteous women and righteous little girl. Huh? You're telling the same people you're trying to uplift that, hey girl, how you doing? Oh, you look so beautiful today. You so lucky. You so lucky. Any man will want you. Oh my God, you look cute. Is that your fiance? No, that's Remy Ma's husband. You killed your own buzz. That's the reason why your movie flopped. And the gigolo from upstairs is so stupid that y'all should have kept that shit under wraps. This dude has not been, ever since you got with Remy Ma's husband, he's done everything not to protect you. See, the thing is, it was at the beginning, it was just everybody was looking at you because you're the loud one. And he's the one that stays in the cut. He don't do interviews and stuff like that. But we all know the reason why you all like that is because of him. But the thing is, you're so loud and so obnoxious and so toxic, and you're more like a walking cesspool that people would just rather just look at you. You're the fuck up. You're the dumb one. You're this. You're that. You're that. But really, he's also the dumb one too. But people don't want to hold them accountable because it's easy to hold you accountable because you're the one that keeps on answering for him. You talk about Shanae Shields talk about the divorce more than Remy Ma and Papoose put together. They don't even talk about their business like that. I even tried. I tried to listen. I listened to the Remy Ma interview with Angie Martinez. She ain't talking nothing about Papoose, nothing about Claressa Shields, nothing about the marriage, nothing. I just listened the couple of days ago, the interview with Memphis Bleak. Nothing about Papoose, nothing about Claressa Shields, nothing about her past relationship like that. Keep it minimal. You listen to Shanae Shields' latest interview, Remy Ma all over the place. Cam Newton, you talked about Remy Ma and their divorce. Miss Shanika and Young Jock, Remy Ma and their divorce. Ariel, even when you was rippity rappy, do you like Remy Ma? He bring up Remy Ma. Like your existence, I did a video yesterday. Your relevancy is you being the side piece, the mistress of the gigolo from upstairs, Remy Ma's husband. That is your relevancy. Whether you like it or not, that is your relevancy. That's it. Your relevancy is not really boxing. Hey! God, puñeta! Get the fuck out of here, please. Anyway, Dios mío. The relevancy is that you're being with Remy Ma's husband. Nobody cares. Anybody, ladies and gentlemen, the interviews that you have watched, her latest interview. Why nobody's interviewing the champion, K. Scott? If this is so much of a big event, if this is, oh my God, this is Claressa Shields, she's going to get 21-time world championship, 21 world championship belts. She's going to be champion. Who is she fighting? Where is the interview with K. Scott? Hold on. Let's go to Salida Promotion because she is signed to Salida Promotion as well. But let's see. Let's see. Give me a second. Check this out. Give me a second. Give me one second. Give me one second. All right. Okay. Salida Promotions. Let's see what they got. Okay, they got Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is coming to see the GWO. Why Floyd Mayweather is not coming to see the world champion in K. Scott? Isn't it she's the champion? Isn't that the girl that, isn't this the great fight? Salida Promotion. Let me see the next one. Okay, Claressa Shields. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay. Nothing. Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields. I forgot his name. Lord Pretty Calvo. Claressa Shields. Dimitri, that's the promoter right there. Hey, yo, why you don't? Where's? Yo, if you're looking at this, you're like, okay, who's she fighting? Who's the champion? Who is this? That's a totally disrespect. And this is the reason why I shouldn't take this shit serious. I shouldn't take this fight serious. I'm not taking it serious. That's why I call her Sophia from the Golden Girls. K. Scott has no type of respect. She's not a champion because a champion would not be treated like this by their own promotional company. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm promoting K. Scott more than these people. Hold on, watch this. Look what I put. Give me a second. Look what I put. This is my Twitter. This is my Twitter feed. This is my Twitter feed, folks. Look what I said. That's K. Scott. I said, since the promotional company doesn't seem to give a damn about promoting K. Scott, no posters, no videos, nothing. If they don't do it, let me show some respect to the champion myself. I will do it. They promoting Shields' ring walk and Mayweather announcing begging fans to buy tickets more than the actual champion. I mean, we all know why, but sheesh, don't make it too obvious. Ladies and gentlemen, the way that they promoting this, ladies and gentlemen, I believe K. Scott is taking a dive. Ladies and gentlemen, do not buy tickets. Don't waste your Saturday. Nothing. K. Scott, the way they're promoting is letting me know that this is political, is fraudulent, and she's going to take a dive. I ain't never seen a championship fight with them not even promoting the champion. Never in boxing. Never in boxing. Tell me when. If you don't know, and that's what I'm talking about. This is how they hook wink the casuals when it comes to Shanae Shields. Because they make her look like she's everything and everybody else shitty. And if K. Scott doesn't open her mouth, K. Scott flew in 20 hours. Is it 20 hours from Australia? Something like that. She landed in Atlanta. Yo, even when they add her, they don't even add her social media. It's crazy. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, folks. Like, oh, right, I don't think too much about K. Scott. I think that she's highly green. And we're going to be talking about the green word like she was trying to say the Tam is green. But what a totally disrespect by your own. It's one thing a boxing content creator like myself, I could call her like the Sophia, the Sophia from the Golden Girls. I could call her, the Mrs. Brady and all that stuff. But that's really because this matchup is because I know about this matchup. I know the politics in the sport of boxing. I know that she should not be respected in the same light as elite fighters. But damn, you the promotional company, at least sell me something. You know what they selling? They're not selling anything. They're not selling Claressa Shields' fight. What they're selling is the ring walk. Oh, Floyd Mayweather's going to be in the building, so hey, buy your tickets to see Floyd. What the fuck is that? And let me tell you the truth, Floyd is not that relevant. Floyd posted that on the social media, and that has way less likes than any of his posts. You cannot buy the fans. Shanae Shields, to lead the promotions, win records. You cannot buy the fans, and especially the boxing fans. You know why you can't buy us the way that you're trying to buy us, right? Because, and matter of fact, they're not trying to buy the boxing fans because they know that the boxing fans just don't pay for everything. The boxing fans pay for the fight that we want to see. The boxing pays for the fight that we want to see. The boxing fans actually rob fights. But they know that the casuals don't know shit about boxing. And you could paint a picture about a fight or somebody, and you could be like, oh my God, guess who's gonna fight? Is Doug Well. Is Doug Well. Do you know how many belts she won? I don't know, but she the GOAT to me. You know how many you know who she's fighting? I don't know, some white bitch. She the GOAT to me. How many fights that you seen? I seen some highlights. That's why I can't stand listening to certain interviews that she has. It's because the people that interview her, they truly don't give a damn about Claressa Shields. They're interviewing her because what's relevant is her looking stupid and looking like a clown, and it drives traffic because of it, because she's a delusional walking cesspool that she thinks that she's really that one, and she's just a side piece, a toy to Remy Ma's husband. The funny thing is that she claims him. That's the funny thing. You feel me? The funny thing is that she claims him. He's no different from Blueface. He's no different. In my opinion, he's no different. The only difference is that they're not streaming. How much you want to bet if they were streaming everything, this shit would be funny? As a matter of fact, I'll tell Remy Ma's husband right now, you irrelevant right now, but at least do a stream. Do a stream. Go to Kick. Because that's what people really want to see. They don't want to see her fight. They don't give a fuck about her fight. I don't give a damn about it. But I'm a boxing content creator as well. So in the end of the day, it's still my lane. It's still my lane. There is an audience for it. I'm a boxing content creator. She's a boxer. Papoose came into the sport of boxing to sign a boxer. I'll talk about it. Easy. But it's crazy they don't have no respect for K. Scott. No respect for the champion. So what y'all selling me? What y'all selling me? I don't trust that she could get a knockout. She better get a knockout. Shanae Shields better get a knockout. Huh? Her marshmallow hands. Because I know who's going to deliver some knockouts. I know Amanda Serrano can deliver the knockouts. Amanda Serrano delivers entertainment. The reason why they flopping on the tickets is because she doesn't even entertain. The only entertainment that she has is being being with a married man. That is your niche. That is your niche. That is your brand. That's primarily your brand. Chad GPT it. I told y'all folks. Hold on, let me see. Give me a second. Watch, I'm not playing around. Give me a second. I did a video about this. Yo, this right here, it's been like this. The prices are going down and down and down. I've taken screenshots for the past month. It's the same shit. Look. Let me see. Let me find it. Okay, boom. This is August 3rd. Look, this was August 3rd. Look at right now. This is yesterday. This is yesterday. This is August 3rd. The same shit. This is August 3rd. Watch. The same stuff. Let me Snapchat. This is July 29th. It's the same. The prices are going down. It's not selling. This was July. Look at the date. July 29th. So little by little, the prices are going down. The prices are going down. Let me see if I took another screenshot. Flor, dímelo. Leave chat GPT alone. No, they're my friends. Nobody wants that. Nobody want to. Hey, yo, shout out. Nobody want to see. Hey, yo, nobody want to see that garbage. Nobody want to see that garbage of a fight. Huh? Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Floyd Mayweather. They paid Floyd Mayweather they paid Floyd Mayweather to promote that fight. Help me, Floyd. Help me, please, Floyd. Floyd Mayweather, please, money man. Can you promote my fight? This shit is flopping. Ain't nobody buying this shit. Nobody cares about my goddamn fight. They only care about the motherfucking baddies and shit like that. And they hate me, Floyd. You know why they hate me, Floyd? Because we're dark skinned. That's why, Floyd. And big legs and Taseki, they light skinned black girls. They don't like us because you know how colorism is. That's the new shit now. Now, that's the new shit. That's Claressa Shields. She's gonna blame. You know what? Now people are saying, "Oh no, you know they got the same dilemma with Serena Williams and Claressa Shields." Serena Williams has sponsors. Serena Williams had endorsements. Serena Williams had a biopic too. Serena Williams got every endorsement and sponsor in the damn book. Don't compare yourself to Serena Williams. Serena Williams know how to act. Yeah, I know that some people with Serena Williams because she put too much makeup sometimes. But also Shanae Shields too. I got a video where she looked like Michael Jackson. But for the most part, don't compare the Williams sisters to Claressa Shields. The Williams sisters are diamonds. They're treasures, bro. Shanae Shields to me is basura. And I'm just being nice. That's me being nice. I think she's not even good to recycle. She's that much of a, for me, that's it. It got to the point. Yes, it got to the point where I look at her as pure garbage. It got to that point. Yo, man, but you a man. Why you speaking? Because I'm a man. That's the reason why I speak like that, because I'm a man. Yes. I'm not a beta male. Beta male will stay shut. Like all these interviewers and shit like that. Like, really? Cam Newton was like, huh? You gonna get pregnant? Really? How? Come on, Cam Newton, you know what you wanted to say? Cam Newton, you know what you wanted to say. Cam Newton, tell her the truth. Damn, I hate when I see things that you just say the truth. You ain't gonna lose you're not gonna lose nobody. You should have told her in the face. Cam Newton, when she said, I'm gonna have a baby. He said, you know what you wanted to say? Who's gonna give you a baby? Who wants to give that a baby? Who would have put that? Who would have put leche in you? Say the truth, Cam Newton. Then don't hold back. You independent anyway. I don't understand why when you have a show that's independent, just keep it all the way real. Your supporters is gonna support you. If you're independent, you got an independent podcast and things of that nature. You could say everything. Say it. You looking at her up and down. Say it. Say it. Yuck. Yucky. Man, I'm saying, hey, yo, Shanae Shields, I want to do an interview with you. Let me do the interview. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. You about the numbers and stuff like that. I think me and Shanae Shields will have the greatest interview in sports history. I think everybody's gonna remember it. I think that this interview will be remembered just like when Mike Tyson had that interview when he said, I don't want to fornicate. I don't know. He said, I don't want to talk to women unless I fornicate with them. I don't do interviews with women unless I fornicate with them. So I suggest that you shouldn't talk unless if you wanna, That will be, I will have an epic interview. and a sit down with Claressa Shields. When Claressa Shields says, I don't even know. I'm actually surprised that I haven't got pregnant. You heard when she said that, folks? When she said, and I'm actually surprised that I haven't even got pregnant. When I'm in this house, I'm always upstairs. You see how she tried to change the narrative? Like when I'm in his house, I'm always upstairs. Hey, yo, Claressa Shields, how about you show us his house? Huh? Because we ain't never seen a video of you in his house. We ain't never seen you in the video and you in his house. Huh? Where does he live? He said, yeah, he has a house in New York. Where? Where is his house in New York? You know, Cam Newton, if you would have asked him, right? You know what? I like the questions, but I don't like the follow-ups. It's getting better, though. Thanks to Miss Shanika, it is getting better. But now, folks, listen to me, journalists. Those that's going to interview Claressa Shields, I need follow-up. Don't be afraid of the follow-up. That's it. The door open already. Follow up. When she says, I'm surprised that I haven't even got pregnant yet. You know why? Because I've been saying it for months. I will not be surprised that the gigolo from upstairs got a vasectomy. He got a vasectomy. Because if she's saying that she don't know that she hasn't gotten pregnant, it's because she's been trying to get pregnant. And she doesn't have no birth control. See, she's trying to get pregnant. If she says, I'm actually surprised that I'm not pregnant, it's because she's been trying to get pregnant. She's been trying to change the narrative. She's been trying to be more than just a side piece. She was trying to elevate herself to a baby mama. She just gave it in right there. See, and that's what I mean, no follow-up. What do you mean that it's weird? The only way that is weird that you're not getting pregnant is because you're on birth control. So you just told on yourself that you're not on birth control. You're desperate for him to get you pregnant. And you said that you stay upstairs, that for the most part, you're always upstairs, that y'all do it like 5 times a day. Nah, so what that tells you, Claressa Shields, the dude got a vasectomy. I knew it, folks. I knew it. Hey, yo, ladies, you tell me. You know what I'm saying? You tell me what y'all think. The ladies in the building, what y'all think? What y'all think? If a woman is trying to get, and she's young, so I know her eggs should be working. She's young. She's not like in the late 30s when shit slows down. That I heard that when women on their late 30s and early 40s, that's when it really slows down and they got to go through medication and stuff like that. Like Remy Ma had to do to get a child by the gigolo. It wasn't easy for Remy Ma to get a child. Right? Remy Ma was in her late 30s, right? It wasn't easy for Remy Ma to get a child. She had to go through tests. They had to give her, what was it? I don't even know the names of the procedures. I know a couple of homegirls. One of my homegirls just had a child 3 months ago. She's 41. Do you know how long she tried? Taking medicine. They got to do it this date and stuff like that. It gets tough. You're 31. You 31. He ain't shooting blanks. He probably ain't shooting blanks. He got enough kids, so he ain't shooting blanks. He got a vasectomy. Yeah, he did. He got a vasectomy. I knew it. Hey, yo, man, I'm nice, man. I knew that shit from day one. Because I know he doesn't have self-respect in terms of the physical but he can't be that stupid. You're not gonna give a female athlete It's no way that you going to give Claressa Shields a lucrative contract, the $8 million monopoly money contract, but let's go by her words, right? And a $3 million bonus, and then I'm going to get you pregnant for you can stay out a year. That don't make any sense. And so that's what I'm saying. Like Cam Newton, he's and you know what it is? He followed it up with how? You know why he knows? Because he's an athlete. And he's thinking, like, I just locked in a deal. He's thinking that as an athlete. Like, he's an athlete, so he could lock in this is a multi-year deal with the Carolina Panthers, right? You know that there's certain sacrifices you can't afford to just, I need a leave of absence for the year. No. So he's like, how? How are you going to have a baby when you just locked in a lucrative deal? But the thing is, for the casuals, he didn't follow it up and went into depth. It doesn't make sense. Ain't nobody going to give you a deal for then you to get pregnant. You said Papoose facilitated that deal. You said Papoose brings in more money for you than you bring to him. So why would Papoose and his partners is going to give you a $8 million contract, $3 million bonus, and I'm going to get you pregnant for the year? Because as many women athletes have stated, it's not easy being pregnant and coming right back. Ebony Bridges got pregnant. She came right back and she lost. Serena Williams, as we all know, she hasn't been the same since. Serena Williams, you can even tell by her body, she hasn't been the same athletically. She hasn't been the same since. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of athlete. Parker was never the same since. They used to play in the WNBA. There's been women, and especially in their 30s, and especially look at Shanae Shields. Shanae Shields, she's just coming back down to the 160, and she's saying it's hard to make 160. She's in the heavyweight. She was in the heavyweight division. She has expressed that she could walk around at 200 pounds like that. Okay, so think about this. So next year, she's gonna have a baby. I don't know. I think that Papoose got a vasectomy, but that's just me. It doesn't make sense that she can't get pregnant, whatever, right? So next year you're gonna get pregnant, ladies. You know how long it's gonna take, right? Okay, 9, 10 months. You give 3 months, take care of your kid. What you gonna do after? What is you gonna go to training camp? Because when you go to training camp, you got to do 2-3 a days. What you gonna do? You can't go right back into training, a boxing training camp. You need to take care of your significant your child. The father is your manager. He's doing all the work for you and win. So you're not cool with your family. So remember, you're not even cool with your family because you are the one that actually take care of your sister's kids, right? So you don't even have no family to take care of your kid because you usually take care of their kids, right? You don't got no real friends around. You don't got no family around. So how is this all going to take place? There's so much information about Claressa Shields in her family life, not like outside of the ring life, that people should be having these questions and coming up with follow-ups. But the thing is, everybody do an interview with Claressa Shields, and the only thing they want is the highlight of her talking about Remy Ma. That's it. 40 weeks, 9 months. 9 months, but then it's take care of the kid, right? Infant. So she'll be out for a year and change. I just invested $8 million, $3 million signing bonus for this? No. Thus, the reason why she's not pregnant right now. Spiritual with the $5 super chat. She doesn't even care that the child will eventually realize that its mom and sister are close in age. Right? And all this energy that we have for her, all this energy that we have for Shanae Shields is us trying to look out for her. That's the sad part about it. I think most of us, the frustration of us towards Shanae, and God bless you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, spiritual. I think that the frustration have come with us giving her all the gems, all the wisdom. Look out for yourself. You're in a position where we feel that you're being a victim of someone using you, not you using somebody else. We're not going at you because we feel like you're using somebody, that you're mistreating somebody, that you're going after somebody. We're looking at you as a possible victim of being taken advantage of emotionally, spiritually. Your career, you getting in my opinion, she's in a 360 deal. They could fake the funk all they want. Papoose is not my manager. He's not my manager. I already broke it down why he's not your licensing register manager. It's because he's already a creative director of Win. Let me break it down in layman's terms for if you want to, if you don't know too much about the sport of boxing, but I think more people are into music and seen a lot of artists talk about music. We've seen Prince talk about music, Michael Jackson talk about music. We've seen a lot of rappers talk about how the industry have taken advantage of musicians. So think about this, folks. Win Records is a music company, really. So the 360 deal, right away, I'm tapping into this 360 deal business model because how Win Records is going to, why Win Records is in co-promotion deal with Salida Promotion. Salida handles the boxing, but Win Records handles the talent. They got you as a talent. They have to make money off of you. So when you keep on saying, well, he doesn't make money off of me. So what do you think? That he's just around you and working around you and facilitating deals for free because of your pussy? No. It's not because of that. He's just not going around and stuff like that because of your vajiji. No, it's because he works. He's working. He's going to get a cut. And you're his little project. So in music term, the Remy Ma's husband is the A&R of Claressa Shields. If I am making money and I'm doing the job, your manager is not Mark anymore. Mark is not your manager anymore. Why would you need Mark? Papoose is going to tell you, you don't need to give 10% and 20% to a manager. Why not I make that off you? Why it comes out the Win books. But yet in the end of the day, a 360 deal, they could take money away from a lot of endorsements, sponsors, the revenue ticket. Win still got to make their money. What do you think? They gave you $3 million bonus for what? What do you think, Claressa Shields, that Win Records just gave you $3 million bonus and just signed you up to have fun with you and just, hey, we gave $3 million bonus. We don't care about the money. We know that Salida Promotion is gonna be making money because they're the promoter of that event. How you think Win Records is gonna get the money? Or you think that they're giving you lotto? You think that they're paying Floyd Mayweather for free? Or that shit is gonna come out of your pocket? Ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna get to a point where she's gonna be like, why am I only getting this? And they're gonna come back around and say, because we pay for this, that. You remember that? You remember that photo shoot? You remember that video that we did? Remember how we put you all nice and stuff like that? You in the tub and I got you eating grapes. Yeah. You see that music thing that I did with you? The music that I wrote for you, the studio time, all that. Oh yeah, that's how we're gonna make our money back. So when the commission's gonna pay you or the money we're gonna get some of that type of money. Or you think that us getting all these people free, they're paying people to show up. They're paying Floyd Mayweather to show up and promote you. You think that's free? You think that Floyd Mayweather just doing this shit for fun? Floyd Mayweather don't even promote his own family. Hey, yo, Floyd Mayweather's kids was doing music. He wouldn't even promote it. Floyd Mayweather only will promote and put anything on social media if he gets paid. Did Floyd Mayweather say, hey, yo, go see Claressa Shields in the Little Caesar Arena out there in Michigan? No. When he got paid, oh, yeah, hold on, give me a second. Oh, they had a meeting. Oh, yeah, they had a meeting with Floyd. Yeah. All right, we got y'all. All right. That's all I got to do is show up, just like how people pay. Remember, their music, their entertainment. You got to think about her team like music, how they think, okay, do they pay artists for appearance in a club? Yes. So people could come into the club they pay artists for appearance, so more people could go to the club. They're treating this event like a club. They're gonna pay Floyd Mayweather for an appearance, so they could say, "Yo, Floyd Mayweather is going to be with the GWO to come and buy your tickets in Atlanta," and stuff like that. If I was Shanae Shields, I would actually feel bad, because in boxing, you don't pay other fighters to show support to other fighters. That's just a community. They show love. You don't need to pay Terrence Crawford to show love to Shakur Stevenson. You don't need to pay Andre Ward to show up to support Shakur Stevenson. You didn't need Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, when Shakur Stevenson fought Edu de los Santos, and he showed up, you need to pay. It's genuine. Fighters show each other the fighters love. This is desperate measures right here, folks. Paying Floyd Mayweather to show up. If Floyd Mayweather was a fan, he would just show up. He wouldn't even take the money. Why would y'all give me money to show support to Claressa Shields? She counted her bonus as a payout for a fight. Yeah, just like an artist, advance money. She's trying to say that her $3 million bonus is not advance money. She says she's smart with money. She says she don't need financial advisor. Let me tell you like this, Shanae Shields. The wealthiest man in the world has financial advisors. That don't make them anything less. You're just as good as your team. There's nothing wrong with a financial advisor. That interview, you don't even need to ask too many questions. She was just rumbled off because she thinks that by saying these things that she got some type of status, and people are like, "Oh my God." I even seen somebody in the comment section say, "Oh my God, Claressa is so smart. She doesn't need a financial advisor." No, it's because a dude kept yamming you up, and he makes you think that you don't need nothing but him. He's going to tell you how to maneuver your money. He doesn't get money off of me. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He makes money off of you. And if he doesn't make money off of you, how he makes his money? Shanae Shields, if he doesn't make money off for you, how's he going to get paid August 15th? Why would he get paid on August 15th? You said that he doesn't make money off of you, yet at the same interview, you said we're partners. You said you have your own money, but then you said that he brings more money to you than you bring to him. I don't understand. You was contradicting yourself throughout that whole interview. That's why, folks, I'm sorry that I didn't do a live and talked about each, and it was so many lies that it actually overwhelmed me. It actually overwhelmed me, to be honest. I said, look, I don't got time for all of this, bro. This was an hour interview. It's just too many lies. I said to my mind, forget about me doing a live and just go through an hour of the interview. I'm just going to do a video of each live. That would be like 20 videos. Miriam, good looking now. Good looking now. Appreciate you with the jewels. Because it's like, it was just too much. It was just too much. It was too many lies. Oh, my God. Too many contradictions, hypocrisies. Oh, my goodness. Damn. Hey, I think that if they try to pay Shanae Shields $3 million, she can't find to tell the truth. What is so hard at telling the truth, Shanae Shields? You get mad that Miss Shanika tells you how long are you willing to be with somebody else's husband? You get mad. Cam Newton asks you a rhetorical question just like that, you don't get mad at Cam Newton. Why? You look at him as a man. You look at him, oh man, he's big, strong. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Man, if Cam Newton whips his shit out, you'll probably do something to it. Why you? And that's what we all know, that she a bully, or you threaten. Why you ain't threaten Cam Newton? Why will you threaten Miss Shanika? What, she look older? She's not in shape to even fight you, something like that. Why would you? Because, to be honest, his question was a journalist direct question. Her question led up like she was looking out for you. Because she didn't, you know what I liked about her question was that she started off by letting her know, girl, I've been here before. I've looked this stupid before. So how long you gonna be? Because I was in that same situation myself. She got to make you comfortable to answer that question. She said, because I've been there before. How long? I've been there before. So she's not shitting on you. Well, she's saying it because she sees herself in you right now. The position that you at right now, she's seeing herself. And that's why she started her question like that. You took it like she was trying to, oh, it's a corny question. Like she was trying to make you look like a fool. Nah, she was just, yo, girl, you got everything going for yourself. I was there before, so I know. Basically, you blind right now. You obsessed right now. You know? Floyd! Good looking now. Floyd. Appreciate y'all. He said Charleston just got arrested. Loyola is cursed. Charleston, he said what he said because he see the algorithm and he likes to go against the grain, or he likes to play the devil's advocate and stuff like that. And he made something that he always argue about. He tells people, especially, black people, to stop being victimized because of your color and stuff like that. But then he found, oh shit, everybody's talking about Claressa Shields and everybody talking about this lot. All right, let me go in, and then talked about, oh, Claressa Shields only treated like this because she dark. No, she's not. I'm tired of people using this colorism thing. No, the reason that people constructively criticize Shanae Shields while they on her is because of her character. Stop trying. People need to stop with this. Oh, it's because she's darker. It's because she's black, but she's the darker skin complexion, and that's the reason why she gets this. And stop the bullshit. People have a problem with her character. That's what it is. That's it. Has nothing to do with how she looked like, how dark and light someone is. No. It's because of her character. That's what it is. Sometimes people need to leave that race shit alone. When there's something race related, yeah, let's talk about it. But when people voluntarily throwing this colorism and race, and they just throwing it out there. It gotta be this. No, it's a fucking character, bruh. She's nasty. She stinks. Her character stinks. Sore water, bruh. And everybody that's around her is weird to me, bruh. They weird. At least say something about her, bruh. Like, damn, yo, chill, man. I can't be around, man. Shut the fuck up. Just say that. She talks like that. So talk to her like that. That's the language that she speaks. A woman, I'm not even gonna say a woman, a person. There's some certain people that you be like, hey, yo, man, quiet down, and they understand that. There's certain people that you be like, yo, man, shut up, bro. Shh. They'll quiet down. But there's certain people you need to say, shut the fuck up, bitch. Sometimes you need to talk to certain people like that because that's their language. That's how they talk. That's how they talk. There's some people that just talk and listen that way. That's when she get mad. She be like, "Oh, this hoe ass bitch," and stuff like that. That's how I do. You can't talk to her nice. Can't talk to her nice, huh? You can't be like, "But look, it's wrong. You know, it's wrong, Claressa. That he's still he's still married. You know, and no, that man still has a wife. You stupid idiot. You're looking dumb out here. Don't ask her a question. What do you say about the people that feel like, damn, man, you stupid? Cam Newton, tell her, yo, you looking stupid. I'm a man out here. You looking stupid out here, bitch. Tell her like that. That's it. And then she walks out. If she walks out of the interview, it would still be a highlight. You still got what you wanted, right? Because at the end of the day, you're sitting there you're gonna sit there for an hour because you're looking for that highlight. You're gonna bring it up. Cam Newton doesn't give a fuck about what her career. As a matter of fact, they didn't even talk about. Did they talk about K. Scott? Did they say anything about K. Scott? Did Cam Newton say, yo, you know what? I watched K. Scott fight. I think it's gonna be a tough fight. You know, she's kind of big, she's kind of strong. She has a good right hand. She got a good jab. Are you worried about fighting K. Scott? They didn't even talk about K. Scott. So if you're gonna interview Claressa Shields, and you are you know that the highlight of that interview is the possibility is going to be attached to the Remy Ma question, then just be direct with her. She likes to be direct with everybody in the world. She don't hold back when she tells everybody her feelings. Claressa Shields has never held back. Don't hold back on that woman, bro. Tell her how it is. Oh, I'm better looking than Alicia Baum. No, you not, bro. You fucking ugly. That's it. You crazy? Like, nobody can I can't get an erection looking at you. You crazy? I would never find my dick hard ever again if you were in my life every day. Tell her the fucking truth. Stop fucking being sugarcoating shit. She likes to be direct. She says she could fuck men up. She could do this. She could do that. Be direct with that idiot. I'm just as pretty as Aaliyah. We both pretty. We both got muscle. No. Don't compare. Don't compare that you're pretty to Alicia Baumgartner. Stop it. Stop it. A straight woman and a lesbian will say the same thing. Alicia Baumgartner looks good. You are not that. Stop. Makeup, no makeup, wig, nothing. Ain't nothing you could do to look good. That's it. Coño, okay. Some people got it and some people don't. Shit. Like I said the other day, I can't go around telling the people, hey, yo, I got good teeth. Yo, my man, you got a chip up tooth. You should fix that shit up. Why you gonna fix it up? Nah, man, my teeth is good. It's all lined up. It's all perfect. What you talking about? No, motherfucker, punch. You got a chip-ass tooth. You can't do a Crest commercial. You can't do a Colgate commercial. Huh? The fuck out of here. Go fix your teeth. I got to take that shit like a man. I'm going to be mad. Nah. This Colgate agency, they haters and shit like that. Just because I got a chipped tooth, that doesn't mean I got bad teeth. Just because I got a chipped tooth, that doesn't mean I got bad breath. There's a lot of people in the world that don't got perfect teeth and stuff like that. So I could be a spokesperson for the people that have perfect teeth. You shut the fuck up. Go fix your teeth. It's stupid. That's it. I got a tattoo on my face. I got a tattoo on my head. I got a tattoo everywhere. I know that I don't look presentable everywhere I go. I'm not going to walk around and be like, so what? You know what I'm saying? I should look presentable. No, there's certain companies I know it doesn't look presentable everywhere. I'm not going to say that I shouldn't be accepted of my character and how I treat people. But I don't, but me as just looking at me, I don't expect everybody to accept me. And I got to understand that. I did that to myself. I'm not naive. I'm not stupid. But she's naive and she's stupid. No, you don't look good. You don't walk. I seen how you walk in person. You walk like you got 70 pounds in your back. You drag your feet. I seen you in person, Shanae Shields. Maybe these people haven't seen you in person. You drag your feet. You walk around with a hunchback. Yes, like you got 70 pounds. You don't even walk like a lady. You don't talk like a lady. Cam Newton, tell her the fucking truth. All you interviewers, man. Damn. Fucking so scared she ain't gonna beat you up and she gonna slap you. Just sue her right there. You look cute, like, and she's so pretty and stuff. No, you think that she pretty. You think you know that she pretty. What's your problem with Alicia Baumgartner? That is she pretty. I'm pretty too. You need to self-validate. You can self-validate yourself all you want. The more that you keep on saying you're pretty, you're telling yourself, no, I ain't look good. And it's your character. Your character and your personality is the ugliest shit that you have. And for me to call somebody ugly, bro, I'm going to tell you, man, I'll be honest. I think Claressa Shields, the first person I ever even looked like really looked like, say it like that. But it's her character, ladies and gentlemen. My God. My God. My God. Ay, Dios. Sometimes I got to pause the interview, folks, because I just can't listen to this chick too long. Yo, she said it because she's as pretty. We both pretty. We go by muscle. We both pretty. But I got more accomplishment than her. I got more accolades than her. Nobody gives a damn about your accolades. The dude that's sitting, what did Miss Shanika said? Miss Shanika said, "Oh, I didn't know Claressa Shields before her being in a relationship with Remy Ma's husband." That means your accolades ain't speak louder than words. Your accolades ain't really that. Your accolades ain't really that. Not for the casuals, I'll be honest. Because you don't even give a highlight. Hold on. Give me a sec. I got you right here. Check this out. Check this out, folks. I ain't lying. Give me a sec. What is that? Let me see. Where is that? Give me a second. I did the video about this. I said, Chad GPT, my new best friend. If Papoose and Remy Ma finally get a divorce, would that benefit or lose Shields and Papoose relevancy? It will probably reduce the long-term relevancy of the Shields and Papoose storyline, even though it could create short-term spike in attention. Short-term, a finalized divorce would be huge news because it would provide dramatic new chapter. Papoose and Remy Ma are officially divorced. That could temporarily drive more coverage of Shields and Papoose. Long term, it removes one of the biggest sources of controversy, the fact that Papoose is still legally married to Remy Ma. That legal marriage angle gives the relationship drama an ongoing storyline. Bottom line, divorce will likely be a short-term relevance boost, but a long-term relevant loss for the relationship drama. The controversy becomes less complicated once Remy Ma and Papoose are officially divorced. Them being divorced will lose her relevancy. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about her boxing career. People are in tune because you are with the gigolo, the married man. So is it safe for the long-term relevancy? Papoose and Remy Ma staying married helps Shields' relevancy long-term. Yes, if we're talking specifically about long-term relevancy of Shields and Papoose relationship storyline, it's fair to say that Papoose and Remy Ma remaining legally married gives that storyline more staying power. So Shanae Shields, you can't afford for Papoose to be divorced to Remy Ma. You need him to be married. Papoose needs to, if you want to stay relevant, to stay married with Remy Ma. Papoose needs his wife to stay relevant. And you need Papoose to stay married to stay relevant. So as much as you be like, it's a divorce, it's a divorce, he's looking at the business side of it, baby. No, you know. Shit, baby. You really wanted the divorce? I mean, nobody really care about your career, all right? We need to stay together. But you mean we need to stay together, baby? I'm here with you every day. I'm not a husband, but on paper, we need to stay. Man. I need to stay with her. You know what I'm saying? On the paper, we need to stay married. Because nobody gives a fuck about my raps. I mean, I've been rapping for like 20 plus years, yo. I can't get no motherfucking hit, yo. And the only meaningful thing I have in my life is being married to my wife and staying married to my wife. That's my relevancy. If I get a divorce, I lose my identity. I lose my... All right, baby, all right. Who is Papoose if he's not married? Come on, y'all. Who is Papoose? If he gets a divorce, what is Papoose? I don't care about his rappy. Nobody cares a fuck about his fashion. He can't dress, how he look, nothing. He's not this guy in New York that people be like, hey, yo, you see what Papoose is driving? You see what Papoose is wearing? You see the honey that he got? He ain't shit. To be honest, when it comes to that, he ain't shit. I'm being honest. I ain't even dissing the dude. But as a New Yorker, to be known, you have no type of influence. No type of influence. That's sad. No type of influence. Check this out. Hold on. What's Papoose' current relevancy? Number 1, Remy Ma. Number 2, Claressa Shields. I ain't playing around. Look, ChatGPT. Look. ChatGPT. What is Papoose' current relevancy? Number 1, Remy Ma. Biggest source of attention is his long-running breakup divorce situation where Remy Ma continues to generate entertainment coverage. Remy even released the WYFL in April 2026 with the lyrics widely interpreted as shots at Papoose. She didn't even say his name. That's just what we interpret, right? Number 2 is Claressa Shields. So if Papoose is looking at business, his relevancy, he's like, yo, Claressa Shields is still second. Me not getting a divorce with Remy Ma is still my relevancy. It is my identity. That's sad, my brother. It's sad, but that's the truth. Now check this out. What is Remy Ma's relevancy? Number 1, her hip-hop legacy is the strongest foundation. See, for Papoose, his primary relevancy is his ongoing divorce, wife, whatever shenanigan. But for Remy Ma, it's her legacy. Remy is still recognized as an important Bronx MC, former Terror Squad member. Her catalog includes Lean Back, Conceited, All the Way Up, and the Plata or Plomo with Fat Joe remains a significant part of her resume. She also still releasing music, Happy Music List, Put 'Em On, June 26th, and other 2026 releases including WYFL and Ever Since You Left Me, Big Bronx Remix. So her artistry is relevant. Her legacy is relevant. Who she is artistically is her relevant. So whenever she's getting money, it's because of who she is, her occupation, her greatness, her legacy, her music. For Papoose, it's you and attached to your wife. This is the interview with Cam Newton. But when he cut it short, the next interview, the next video he posted from the interview, the next video he posted from the interview was Claressa Shields response to the broke up a happy home narrative. They didn't say when they listened to that, when his team went back and listened to the interview, they didn't say, oh, now let's talk about her fight. Let's highlight her fight. No, they went back to highlight the relationship with Remy Ma and Papoose. So, all I'm saying is, man, Claressa Shields cannot afford for Papoose to get divorced. And Papoose cannot afford for him to get a divorce. Remy Ma drives the brand of Claressa Shields and Papoose. But Claressa Shields and Papoose does not drive the brand of Remy Ma. Remy Ma's existing and still not being divorced is still the driving force, relevant-wise, to Claressa Shields and Papoose. That's sad. And if I was Shanae Shields, I would be like, no comment. I don't want to talk about that. Go ask Papoose about his divorce. I'm paying attention to my fight and what I have to do in the ring. My relationship, I don't get into his relationship. There's couples that, you know, you meet somebody, they meet you, you going through custody battle or child support. There's people to be like, yo, you handle your business with your baby mom or your baby daddy, right? Like you just came in the picture. You don't have no say so. Claressa Shields, and in closing, why would you? Because you're dumb. And you're highly immature. Why would you want to have a baby with Papoose when you haven't even met his child? What do you expect for you to have a child and then he can't have his child with you and the golden child together in the same household? It's not, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot jump into a relationship if after 2 years, you with this guy for 2 years and you have yet met his child, but you want a child. You're not ready for a child, and he's not ready for a child. He's not ready for that. How you gonna tell a man that's going through a divorce and stuff like that and then custody battle, oh, I want to have a kid? Yo, you don't even think about his mind. You don't even think about how Shanae Shields, just tell the truth. And he should have asked, Cam Newton should have asked her, does he say he want to have a baby with you after he finished fucking with you, or while he's fucking and he's like, oh man, baby, I want a kid with you. I want to have a kid with you. That sex talk. That's sex talk. Once he come and stuff like that and finish the little cuddle, or he turn around and fall asleep and wake back up, all that baby shit goes out the window. That's that baby talk when you making love. Or you fucking, when you see each other the world, I want to have twins, and you say all the shit that you don't mean. No, he got a vasectomy. Anyway, folks, tomorrow, another day. We're going to go live almost every day. It's fight week. Next week is fight week. So, of course, we're going to be talking about more about this. It's going to be media week as well. So Claressa Shields is going to be talking a lot. So we're going to be doing a lot of lives and videos about it as well. And then the following week is going to be Amanda Serrano going to be performing on a Friday, TikTok live. So if you haven't subscribed to her on TikTok, go follow her on TikTok. It's going to be a TikTok live show. Amanda Serrano is going to have the opportunity to break a record that's probably never going to be broken. One of the toughest records in the history of all sports. 33 knockouts. She had the opportunity to have 33 knockouts, the most knockouts in women's boxing history. If you know how hard it is, just ask Claressa Shields. She got 3 knockouts. It'll take her like 5 lifetimes or even more to get the type of the amount of knockouts of Amanda Serrano. But and congratulations to Tam. I would like to see that fight probably in 160, but we all know that Claressa Shields is banned from MVP. Tam is with MVP. And if I was Claressa Shields, I lock in a deal with Lauren Price before Lauren Price, who I believe is a free agent or going to be a free agent, got one more fight with Boxers Promotion. You better get to Lauren Price before MVP gets to Lauren Price, because it's going to get to the point, especially now, that you need MVP more than MVP needs you. Y'all already know it's Punch Drunk. Subscribe to my Kick. We also live on Kick. I'm going to be chopping up videos on Kick. Also, subscribe to me on Facebook. I'm going to drop a video on Facebook in a bit, probably like in an hour. So follow me and subscribe to me on Facebook. I'm going to cut a video on my Kick. And I'm going to do a new video on Facebook. So love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.